Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing the final empties of the year. So this is actually November and December empties together, isn't it? It is, because I didn't get a chance to do a November empties video. Just I was sick and other videos kind of took priority and stuff like that. So I just thought, you know what, it's okay, we can put it all into one at the end of the year and I don't think anyone will mind, hopefully. So let's get cracking because there's quite a bit here to get through. First up, deodorant. So exciting. I know, calm yourselves, it's okay. This is the Dove Go Fresh. It is my favourite. It's pure and aloe vera. Love the smell. We'll keep repurchasing it until I find a sufficient replacement that is cruelty free. Struggling at the moment. I'm trying constantly, but either the smell irritates me or it's not effective, etc. Next up is from Elysium Spa, Macadamia Oil Sea Salt Scrub Body Exfoliator. This is it here. Wasn't mad keen on this, if I'm being honest. It was literally, smell was fine. It was a tub completely empty. It was a tub of salt, really. Yeah, sea salt, scented with a little bit of oil in it. So you had to either rub it in dry, which was a bit abrasive in my opinion. This is a body scrub. Or you mixed a bit of water into it to get it to scrub and it dissolved it very quickly. So I wouldn't repurchase this. It just wasn't a good option for me. Next up is the Clear CC Plus Colour Seal Conditioner. This is part of, you know, the packs you get when you dye your hair. I had a few of these left and I used it up as a shaving cream. I will be using my conditioners going forward as shaving creams because I just don't need to be purchasing actual shaving cream. It works fine. I would love, if Tree Hut ever decided to sell here, I'd love to try that shave oil they do, because that sounds lovely. But there's nothing like that over here at the moment. There, I think Veet or Imac or whoever do one, but it's quite expensive and it doesn't, I don't know, it's not appealing to me. Next up is a bit of tinfoil on top to keep it intact. This was the, I've cut it in half and of course dumped the other half. I think it was the Shea Moisture Illuminating Body Lotion with Sanji Mushroom. Smelt lovely. Smelt lovely. But oh my god, this was so incredibly thick. You could not squeeze it out of the bottle. It was that thick. And why you'd put it into something like this that was quite a solid plastic, so it wasn't even like a regular squeezy tube that you could just, you know, really squeeze it out. Like this plastic was hard to get it out. Oh, it was a nightmare. Packaging was a disaster, so I actually had to cut it open to try and get the product out. Ended up putting it into different containers, and when it was finally finished, you know, the last one I had tinfoil on top of this. Yeah, disaster. Wouldn't repurchase, can't anyway, but wouldn't if I could. Next up is from Marks and Spencer's. It's a bath foam. It was water, mint and sage with turmeric and maca root extracts. I'm back into my baths. It's winter, you know, it's time. And I love having my bath in the winter. I'm not a big bather in summertime. I just find it too hot. But I love it in the winter. And this was okay. Yes, it has a bit of a mint scent. The turmeric I thought might help with some of my ailments. It was great. I wouldn't repurchase it. There was nothing particularly, bubbles didn't last long. Yeah, it was okay. Oh, this is exciting. This is the Revlon all-in-one treatment that I had in my Pan What May project pan, and I've actually managed to finish it off. I had a sneaking suspicion I would when I did that finale. Yeah, she's all gone. That I would be able to finish it off because there wasn't a whole lot left in it. I wouldn't repurchase because the scent is very strong. Having said that, I do seem to be missing it from my hair since I've stopped using it. So I need to find something maybe similar that is cruelty free preferably and that doesn't have a strong scent to it but has the benefits. I must really go through the ingredients and trying to find what it is in it that my hair seems to enjoy and try and buy something similar. Now, on to skincare. So, first up we have Me Plus, a hyaluronic acid cleanser with niacinamide and ceramides. This is from Superdrug, one of their own brands, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. This is actually a lovely, lovely cleanser. It doesn't really get it on my nose. it doesn't really have much of a scent. Hard for me to smell at the moment because sinuses are atrocious. But it did the trick. It was hydrating, and my skin seemed to enjoy it. So I would consider repurchasing this. I currently have 4 cleansers in my backup stash, so no need to purchase at the moment, but I certainly would. And if I saw it on offer in Superdrug, which often things like this go on offer in Superdrug, I would certainly pick it up because it was a lovely cleanser. Next up was from Lacura, so that's the Aldi brand. They did a cleansing balm during the summer, and this was quite good. It was a good cleansing balm. This is, I don't know if you can tell by the packaging, but it's supposed to be, I think, the Emma Hardy Moringa, I think, cleanser. It's supposed to be a dupe of. Yeah, moringa oil is in it. Didn't like the smell of it, but it wasn't horrendous. The reason I've tried the Emma Hardy in a small sample kind of size, didn't like it. Didn't like the scent, and that's what I don't like about this. And the Emma Hardy is 6-7 times more expensive, incredibly expensive. So this was great. It was a good cleanser. I didn't like the scent of it, but it was cheap and cheerful, and it did the trick. It got the makeup off my face. Obviously, I prefer my Pharmacy Green Clean. That is my all-time favourite cleanser so far, balm cleanser. Close second would be the Soap and Glory one from Boots. So I think, you know, it's maybe a tad dearer than this, but I think I'd rather get that. It's just the smell of this, I wasn't a fan of, but it was very effective. If you don't mind the smell, or you love the smell of the Emma Hardy one, this is phenomenal. Great, well done, off with you, you know. It is. But yeah, I won't be repurchasing it at the moment. This is new Yes to Cucumber Soothing Calming Micellar Cleansing Water. I use this with like a reusable, and these reusable pads for swatches and stuff like that on my hands, instead of using cotton rounds and stuff like that, or wipes, God forbid, or anything like that. I use something like this. So this was cheap. A couple of euros inside Mr. Price, has a pump on it, handy out. What I'm going to do is keep the bottle, because I now have an ultra big bottle of the Garnier Micellar water, because it's gone cruelty free and it was on offer, and I thought, yep, let's grab that. This one here, big one. So I will decant some of that into this and have it on my countertop there, and it'll be handy out for cleaning off swatches. Next up is the Niod Superoxide Dismutase Satchelite Mist. So if you saw my Panner's Pan, I had this in for Kim, Teacher Loves Beauty, and I kind of give my thoughts on it then. It's nice. I would buy it if it was on sale, because there is a lot of product in it. 240ml, 8 fluid ounces, quite a lot of product, and it was effective. It did what it said it would do, as in it was a mist. Not like it's a cleanser, it can't be effective in that respect, don't mind me. But you know, it hydrated my face in between my skincare layers, etc. And I love to mist, and my skin liked it. If it was on offer, I would repurchase it, but I would want to be on a fair good sale for me to purchase, because it is dear enough. Might keep the bottle because it will be a good mister on it. Next up, this was in my Panner's Bingo. This is the Catrice Glow Booster Serum 10% Vitamin Complex. That was fine. It was great. You know, nothing really to write home about. Don't know that it did anything amazing for my skin, but it didn't do anything bad either. So, you know, we'll take that. As I said in that video, I was under the misguided by myself, because this is the first skincare item that I had seen Catrice come out with, and I made an assumption, which was incorrect, that it was some sort of primer serum, and I thought, oh, interesting, that's new. No, it wasn't. It was a serum. It was fine. I wouldn't repurchase it. You know, it didn't have enough skincare benefits in it for me. Good Molecules Super Peptide Serum, formulated with tripeptides to target fine lines, wrinkles, and dullness. What was this in? I think this was in Panner's Pan as well. I can't rightly remember. This is it here. Yes, it was grand. It was fine. Nice serum. Skin felt hydrated using it. Not worth the trouble of me having to get it from Beautylish, if that makes sense. Yes, it's affordable and it's lovely packaging. Nice solid glass packaging. Good dropper on it. You know, nice seal. The whole lot. It's actually quite substantial packaging. you know, in my eyes would have been dearer than I thought it was, if that makes sense. If it was easier for me to get, if I could walk into Boots and pick it up, I would repurchase it. Does that make sense? It's not worth the hassle of trying to get it to Ireland for me. Next up is an eye cream. This was the Ole Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream. And this came in a kit last year that I tried. Another item actually from it. What was the third item that was in it? Maybe a little moisturiser or something. Can't rightly remember. This is a very, almost like a burnt sugar smell or something. I don't know. It's nice. I liked it. I don't necessarily feel that eye creams do anything other than hydrate. I use them because I have them. They usually come in kits or something like that. I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase this. It's quite expensive. I've had the Origins Ginseng. Wouldn't repurchase it. Very expensive. I have one from the Inky List, the caffeine one I think it is. Fine, perfect, does the job. Have another one from Aldi. Fine, perfect, does the job. Once it hydrates for me, I'm happy enough. I don't believe that they can get rid of wrinkles or anything like that unless it's some sort of a retinol or something along those lines. But as far as keeping the under eye hydrated, especially if you're putting on makeup, yes. I hope it makes sense. I probably don't. A couple of samples that the lovely Courtney sent me. Thank you so much, Courtney. I have the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This is a gorgeous little packaging on this. I'm sure if the big one has the same packaging. Stellar. Fantastic packaging. Really, you know, top notch. I got, I think, 15 uses out of this, was it? I only needed one pump. Small little pump of it. And it did the whole face. Fantastic. Did it do anything? I didn't notice anything. So my FOMO with Drunk Elephant has been cured. Thank you for that, Courtney. I appreciate it. Yeah, too expensive for what it is. Saturday Skin Yuzu Vitamin C Sleep Mask. Again, you know, I've been curious about this brand. Did it do anything magnificent to my skin? No, it did not. Did it adversely affect my skin? No, it did not. So it was just a nice vitamin C mask. But like that, because I use glycolic or lactic or some sort of acid, you know, exfoliating acid at night, I then obviously don't like to go in with something like vitamin C because I feel like they're just a bit abrasive with each other. So it meant that I had to stop my glycolic and I missed it. I missed my glycolic. So, you know, I don't think it's worth the trade-off for me. A couple of sheet masks. I have two from Lidl. The Cyan or whatever, I don't know what it's called. These are both from Lidl. One is hydration and refreshing for dry skin with pomegranate extract, hyaluronic acid and collagen. And the other one is moisturizing and relaxing for normal combination skin with green tea extract, allanton, and hyaluronic acid. Do I think collagen topically can do anything? No, I do not. But I enjoyed them. I like a face mask. It relaxes me, especially a sheet mask. I try not to do too many. I try to make sure that they break down fairly easily, that they're made from the right material and that they're cruelty free if I can. This is another one. Who are you? Lanocreme Soothing Face Mask with the New Zealand Manuka honey, enriched with hyaluronic acid, collagen, aloe vera and argan oil, made in New Zealand. Didn't like this. My skin wasn't a fan. Didn't break out or anything like that, but the next day it was feeling, wasn't feeling itself the next day. So no, wouldn't be getting that again. I know Manuka honey can be a bit irritating on some people's skin. Apparently it is on mine. Wouldn't repurchase. Got it as a, somebody kind of sent me a little care package and it was in it, so you know, I just wanted to use it up. But yeah, wouldn't purchase it. Now we're getting into the makeup categories. Yay! Everyone's favourite. How long am I filming? Not too bad. PS Prep and Perfect Primer Water. This was in my Team Project pan. It was lovely. €3. You can't go wrong with this. Now this does not obviously keep your makeup in place. This is just to take down the powdery look on it, or like I used it at the start of my routine, makeup routine, after I'd done my cream products on, and then at the end after my powder products were put on. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase that. €3, but I have a couple of other setting sprays in my collection at the moment. Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. This was a kind of a travel size, or I don't know what size it is. How much is in it? I don't know. Yeah, it's completely gone. I like the scent of this, and I used to like the scent. I used to have the Hangover primer as well. Loved the scent of it. But it is not worth the price, in my opinion, when you can pay the same money, I think, for Urban Decay All Nighter, which is far superior in my opinion. So, you know, I tried it. I was curious. I was glad to get a smaller size of it. Curiosity satiated, will not repurchase. Ollie Henriksen, Banana Bright Face Primer, cut in half. There she is there. I use this up as a face moisturizer, especially on days when I wasn't putting on makeup. It just gave my skin a little bit of a oomph. Wouldn't repurchase. Too expensive, number one. Didn't do much for my skin, or, you know, didn't do much as a primer. Like, it didn't keep my makeup in place longer or anything like that. Maybe give a hint of a glow to it, but nothing substantial. And it was grand as a moisturizer. Actually, in that respect, I would consider getting something similar for days that I'm not wearing makeup, but it doesn't need to be this because it's too expensive, in my opinion. It doesn't do enough. I had 2 samples of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, very kindly sent to me from Valerie. Thank you, Valerie, because I was incredibly curious about this. And maybe it was the foundation I tried it with. I had 2 of these. I ended up getting 3 days worth of use out of it. And all 3 of those days, now it was the same foundation each day, but all 3 of those days, I didn't like the look of my makeup. It was interesting, such an interesting texture, because you were like, my skin sticking to my hand. Very interesting formula and sensation. But I didn't like how my makeup looked when using it. It kind of broke up in places, I found. And considering I had been wearing the same foundation for like 2 weeks solid and had had no issues with it with other primers, it could only have been this. And the fact that the 3 days I used this, I did have issues. So, curiosity satiated, delighted to have had the option to try it without buying the full size. So yeah, can you imagine? I'd have been devastated because I couldn't have even have used it as a moisturizer instead, you know, because it's just way too sticky. Your hair would be sticking to your face and everything. Next up is the Spotlight Illuminating Primer Base from Physicians Formula. It was fine. I went in a big Physicians Formula purchasing spree when they came to Ireland first, right before they came off the cruelty-free list. But look, I had them bought and I was curious, and you know, I wanted to try and I did. Do I like this? I love the packaging. Packaging glorious. Beautiful glass bottle. Lovely pump in it. Really good pump on it. Not just lovely packaging. Well done. A+. Did I like the product? It was fine. It was fine. If it was back on the cruelty-free list and it was on sale, I would consider repurchasing it. But otherwise, no, I wouldn't pay full whack for it again. It was fine. And that's not exactly a glowing recommendation, is it? Just saying that something is fine. You want to hear like, oh my god, I loved it, it was amazing. Next up is Sculpted by Amy. It's an Irish beauty brand, Beauty Base Pearl, the all-in-one moisturising primer. So again, another primer that I just didn't love. Very scented. And not a scent that my eyes can tolerate. So I ended up actually using it as a body moisturiser. So it was lovely on my legs and my arms and stuff like that, and on my chest here. But on my face, it was just too scented and it irritated me and just triggered migraine. So unfortunately, that is a no. And the Sculpted by Amy range can be pricey. Can be pricey in my opinion. Look, I'm all for supporting Irish and all that, but when their prices are, yeah. Anyway, not what we're here for. Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. This was in my Team Project pan and is completely done. Was curious about it, bought it in France, loved the scent of it, didn't love the formula so much, mixed it in with the Spotlight priming filter and also sometimes some of this to bring down the shade a bit because it was quite yellow toned, and used it up that way. Wouldn't repurchase. It's just not for my skin, you know what I mean? I'm sure it's magnificent on oily skin. I don't have oily skin. I should never have purchased it. That is lessons that I have learned and hopefully will take forward into the new year. Nyx Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. Quite a nice product. Enjoyed it. It was lovely for those days where you didn't want to have a full beat on. You just wanted to, you know, just cover up some of the redness or texture or whatever it is. So enjoyed it for that purpose. Do I need to repurchase it? No, I do not, because I have learned that all I need to do is pop in some moisturizer with a thicker foundation and make it into a tinted moisturizer. Who is coming? And he's breaking the trees. Good lad. Well done. Somebody's getting oil. Oil has gone so expensive here. Heating oil for the house. It's gone so expensive here, lads. Honest to God, we were lucky. We filled up during the start of last year, was it? When the arse fell out of the oil economy, and we took advantage and we filled the tank, so we're okay. But wow, tangents of truth. There you go. So yeah, yes, this was a nice product. No, I don't need it, so I won't repurchase it at the moment anyway. Oh, ooh, yes, a blush. How exciting. I finished up the Flower Beauty, I always get it wrong every goddamn time. Blush Bomb in the shade Pinched. Every time. This was in my Partners in Cream, I want to say. So was the NYX Tinted Veil. In for the bones of a year. February, I think it came in. So it took me a while to get there. What do I think of this product? I wouldn't repurchase it. It is a nice shade, especially in the summertime. It nearly gives you that kind of, I was out in the sun too long, you know, and got a little bit of, you know, on the cheeks. But it's not very pigmented, which can be good. But even if you try to build it up, it's still not there. It seems to blend away. So it was nice with this on days where I wasn't wearing a whole lot of makeup, especially in the summertime. But and they're not the cheapest. You know, yes, they're cheaper than the likes of Glossier Cloud Paints, we'll say. But, you know, Flower Beauty is just, you know, can be a bit dear. We don't get sales much on it over here. I'm sure over in the States you would get them on sale sometimes and stuff, or coupons or whatever, but we don't here. So yeah, I wouldn't repurchase it. It was okay. I'd be curious about other shades that maybe might be a bit more pigmented, but I suppose I have enough cream blushes in my selection, I was going to say. My collection. That's the word I'm after. I'm thinking about selection boxes. So yeah. That's that. Mascaras. I have a couple of sample mascaras here. I have the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. Let's put some of you down. Let's put it the right way up. Hey! I love the brush on this. This is a fantastic brush. So it's kind of got, don't know if you'll really be able to see, it has got an hourglass on one side, but it's got a straight edge on the other. So you can really get it, you know, coat your lashes and then nearly comb them through with the other side, so it nearly covers both sides, but it comes off like that on me. If I sneeze, it's all over my face. It just, I need a waterproof version of it, and I don't know that they do a waterproof version. But I love, what I used to do with it actually is put it on and then put a waterproof mascara on over the top to try and, you know, keep it on. But the fact that I can't use it on its own, like I said, I love the brush, and you know, it did make my lashes look nice and long and made my lashes look nice, but just the fact that it's not waterproof is just a big no-no for me. My eyes water way too much to risk something like that. Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. Again, this was actually quite a nice mascara, but again, it's not waterproof, so that was a problem, and you can't get it anymore anyway. Don't know what's happening with that brand. I think everybody thought they'd be relaunching soon, but it doesn't seem to have happened yet. Maybe in January. Hourglass mascara, natural bristle brush. You know, yeah, lashes looked lovely. If I put a waterproof mascara on over it, it was quite nice. More can I say? Westman Atelier. Courtney sent me this, I think. Thank you, Courtney. This is I Love You mascara. It was big old bristle brush on it, kind of, you know, tapered. Yeah, it was a messy one. I found it to be a messy one. It wasn't great on my lashes, unfortunately. But that is those three there. Brow mascara, I have finished the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara with filling fibres. Fantastic little product. Price tag, can't really be beat. Has kind of fibres in a nice small little wand. I hate ones that are massive and that, you know, because I have very little lashes, I need it to be just, you know, neat and tidy, not putting mascara all up here and then it looks dirty and you have to clean it up and, you know, it's a mess. So I do like that. I have other ones in my collection at the moment that I wanted to try out, so I won't be repurchasing it. The dogs are going mad next door now because of your man coming in with the oil, so apologies if you can hear that. I would repurchase it down the line if I run out of other ones. Pair of lashes, these were sculpted by Amy. I have the lashes dumped and all, but I said I better show them. I wore them, you would have seen them especially in my Nightmare on Pannon Street intro. Really enjoy these actually, so I definitely try and find them on sale. I've always struggled with applying lashes, and they're the first set that I really thought, oh, I've got it, I understand how to apply lashes now. And I don't know if that's the case or if it's just that particular brand were an easy brand to fit. They were very nice. I got a good 6 or 7 wears out of them, I think, before they started to really just prove troublesome to get on. And last but by no means least is another sampler. I'm not sure if it was Katie or Steph that sent me this, but this is from Cover FX, a little contour kit, cream contour kit that they had. Here it is here. You had a highlight, an illuminator, a contour shade and a deep contour. They were fine. There's nothing particularly spectacular about them. I managed to get about 2 uses out of each little sample, which was great, very handy. And I was curious. Now I know I wouldn't purchase them. Cover FX can be pricey, but that's fine. I know now. Wonderful. That is it. So, numbers for the year. Thought that would be interesting to do. I will be doing an inventory video, hopefully. I tried to do one last year. I took pictures and stuff. It was a disaster. The video was a disaster. It never went up. But this year, so what I have, these are I've broken down each kind of product and how many I've used. So primers, I've used 5. Eye primers, I haven't used any. Foundation, I've used 7. Concealers, I have used 1. Cream bronzers, I have used 2. Cream highlighters, I have used 6. Now, a lot of those were mixed in with body foundations during the summer, and that's how I used them up. Cream blush, I've used 1. Face powders, 0. Bronzers, 0. Highlights, these are powder products now. Highlights, 0. Blush, 0. Mascaras, 8. Now, 4 of those were, you know, this mini size that I just showed you there. I don't know where I threw them in the bin. Small sizes, so 4 big size, 4 small. Brow pencils, 2. Brow mascaras, 2. Brow pomades, none. Brow powders, none. Eyeliners, 2. Eyelashes, 1. Lip liner, 3. Lipstick, 3. Thrilled with that one. Lip gloss, 2. Liquid lip, 0. Setting sprays, 3. So I have used up 48 makeup items this year. Thrilled. I had done 39 last year, so that's 9 more this year. Did I do that math right? Probably not. No, I think I did. I'm okay. Cleansing balms, 4. Cleansing oils, none. Cleansers, 6. Toners, 2. Actives, 9. So what I mean by actives are like vitamin C's or glycolics or things like that. Serums, 9. Eye cream, 1. Moisturizers, 11, because I use a different moisturizer day and night. Face oils, 2. Mists, 10. Dear God, lads. Now, 2 of those were kind of half sizes, you know, maybe only 100 ml in them, but yeah, 10. SPFs, 1. Micellar water, 2. Face masks, and I mean tubs or squeezy tubes, 2. Sheet masks, 11. Need to work on that next year. Lip balms, 5. And eye makeup remover, 2. Shave cream, 2. Epsom salts, 2. Body lotion, 5. Cuticle oil, 1. samples, skincare samples, body care samples, 8, shampoo, 3, conditioners, 3, hair treatments, 3, hand cream, 1, dry shampoo, 4, body oil, 3. Skip ahead, we're nearly there, guys. Shower gel, 8, deodorant, 7, body scrub, 1, essential oil, 1, bath foam, 2, perfume, 1, and tannin products, 4. So my year-end total is 184 items. Thrilled to bits. Last year I had 140 items, so I'm up 44 items. And I think I have to put that down to the YouTube channel because it has really focused me. My goal for 2022 is to use up 200 items. My eye is weeping. Obviously, it's the emotion of the moment, you know, just can't believe it. So yeah, 184 items used up, 44 more than last year, and I want to hit 200 next year. I think it's achievable, because this was very much a learning curve for me this year. You know, learning what worked for me, what didn't. Yeah, I'm confident I can do that next year. If there was a little break there somewhere, my camera shut off, so I think I got it in the right place. If not, I apologize. I'll put down in the comments if I missed something. But yeah, I'm thrilled. How did you get on this year? Was this a better, worse year for you? Now some of those lipsticks, because that's thrilling. 3 lipsticks, I think I said, that's thrilling for me. But one was a kind of a smaller sized, if you know what I mean. It was like a half size lipstick. Other one had been half used. 2 of them had been probably half used, but still, they're empty, they're done, they're out of my collection. Thrilled to bits. Yeah. Some sections I need to work on and not be purchasing that many of and not using that many of, because not really beneficial to the environment. But yeah, let me know down below how you got on this year. Good, bad, same as last year. How did you get on? Please let me know. I'm curious. Do you know, are my numbers, oh my god, she's amazing? Are you like, please, I doubled that number, woman. What are you on about? What are you getting all excited about? I don't know. But that is it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.